Good, happy Thursday morning. Is Thursday, October 16, 2025. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Thursday edition of WRMK News 12. We have a lot of news to get to on this Thursday, so let's get started and begin right now. First step, cemetery trustees. This evening in the town of Candia, New Hampshire, there is a cemetery trustees meeting at 6:30 p.m. at the Candia Town Offices meeting room. And let's take a look at the agenda. And on that agenda for this evening, regular business, Pledge of Allegiance, 2, monthly budget, 3, previous minutes, 4, monthly operations status report, repairs, tombstone, tree removal, etc. 5, correspondence. Old business alternates. 2, village cemetery. 3, hill cemetery improvements. 4, Boy Scout. 5, Crowley Road. And 6, tree work. New business budget, computer, and fund. And old business, future meetings scheduled, agenda, and action items for November 20th, and adjournment. And that is a look at their agenda for the meeting this evening. Zoning Board meeting. This evening in the town of Northwood, New Hampshire, there is a zoning board meeting at 6:30 p.m. at the Northwood Town Hall. Let's take a look at the agenda. And looking at the agenda, 6:30 p.m. call to order. New case 2512, Paul and Carol Brady, 14 Association Drive, map 108, lot 59. Correspondence, letter of interest, adjournment, the agenda to include any other business that may properly come before the board at this time. The next zoning board of adjournment is November 20th at 6:30 p.m. Budget Committee meeting. This evening in the town of Nottingham, New Hampshire, there is a Budget Committee meeting at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Nottingham Town Office meeting room. Planning Board. This evening in the city of Manchester, New Hampshire, there is a Planning Board meeting at 6:30 p.m. at City Hall in the Aldermic Chambers on the third floor. Public Safety Board meeting. This afternoon in the city of Concord, New Hampshire, there is a Public Safety Board meeting at 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the council chambers. Recreation and Parks Advisory Committee meeting. This evening in the city of Concord, New Hampshire, there is a Recreation Parks Advisory Committee meeting at 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Senior Lounge. The Senior Lounge is located at 14 Canterbury Road, Concord, New Hampshire. New Hampshire Supreme Court bars retroactive use of 2020 sexual assault law. The New Hampshire Supreme Court ruled Wednesday that the state's 2020 law removing the statute of limitations for sexual assault cases cannot be appealed retroactively. The decision stems from a lawsuit by Randy Ball, who accused a Roman Catholic priest of raping him at a summer camp in the 1970s. Under the law at that time, Ball had until age 20 to file a claim. The priest died in 2002. Ball argued the 2020 change should allow his case to proceed, but the court disagreed. The attorney who represents claim abuse survivors said the ruling could discourage victims from coming forward. Today's advisor ruling was painful for many victims, he said. The Diocese of Manchester said in a statement that defending a decades-old claim is difficult, if not impossible, due to lost witness and evidence. University of New Hampshire law professor Daniel Pye criticized the decision, saying the court got it wrong and that other states have taken more flexible approaches. The ruling could have bordered implications from pending youth development center abuse cases. Trump says CIA authorized to explore land strike in Venezuela. President Donald Trump said he has authorized the CIA to explore possible land strikes in Venezuela, expanding on his administration's recent military actions in the Caribbean Sea. Speaking at a press briefing, Trump offered few details about the potential operation, but said the decision was driven by concerns over drug trafficking and migrants from Venezuela. I authorize for two reasons, really, Trump said. Number one, they have imputed their prisoners into the United States of America. They came in through the border. And the other thing is drugs. We have a lot of drugs coming in from Venezuela, and a lot of Venezuelan drugs come in through the sea. Since early September, Trump has ordered strikes on at least five boats in the Caribbean, which the administration claims were carrying narcotics bound for the United States. However, officials have not provided evidence supporting those claims. Previous administrations have typically relied on law enforcement agencies rather than the military to interdict drug shipments. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill have raised questions about the legal base for the strikes. Senator Jeanne Shaheen, a Democrat of New Hampshire, a senior member of the Senate Foreign Relations and Armed Services Committees, said members were briefed on the operation in a classified session. I cannot share what I learned, but I think it's far to say that everyone who was there was very concerned about the legal basis on which these attacks are being made, Shaheen said. Shaheen added that she has requested the Department of Defense legal justifications for the strikes, but has not yet received a response. Russia strikes Ukraine with drones, missiles overnight. Russia launched more than 300 drones and roughly 3 dozen missiles across Ukraine overnight, targeting energy facilities and emergency services, Ukraine president said on Thursday. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into weather. Let's take a look at your weather forecast for today. Today, sunshine to start, then a few afternoon clouds. High 54, winds northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Higher wind gusts are possible. Tonight, cloudy early, becoming mostly clear after midnight, low 38 degrees, winds north northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And tomorrow, generally sunny despite a few afternoon clouds, high 62, winds north northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. That is a look at your weather. And now let's take a look at your morning traffic. Good morning, drivers. Here's a look at your traffic across southern and central New Hampshire. We're seeing a lot of road work out there today, especially around Manchester, Bedford, and Merrimack. Expect some lane closures and slower travel on I-293 and I-93 through the Queen City area. Out west, construction continues on Route 202 near Antrim and Henniker, and also along Route 101 through Peterborough and Amherst. Crews are out early, so take it easy through those zones. Heading east on Route 101, you'll run into more work zones near Raymond and Epping, all the way towards Portsmouth. So if you're making that cross-state drive, plan for slowdowns. But sorry about that. But no major backups this morning. Along the coast of I-95 near Hampton and Seabrook has a few active construction sites. Traffic is moving well, but be prepared for brief merges and speed reductions. The good news, most major routes are still in the green, meaning traffic is flowing smoothly overall. Just give yourself a few extra minutes through those work zones and stay alert for crews on the side of the road. That's your latest look at traffic. Drive safe, and we'll keep you updated on any traffic issues. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into sports. In sports for today, Boston Bruins to face Vegas Golden Knights in tonight's 10 p.m. matchup. The Boston Bruins are set to take on the Vegas Golden Knights tonight at 10 p.m. in what promises to be a highly anticipated matchup. Bishop Girton Field hockey edges Londonderry. The Cardinals beat the Lancers 2-1 in their regular season final. Plymouth State football undefeated for the first time in nearly 20 years. At 5-0, the Plymouth State Panthers are undefeated for the first time in almost 2 decades. The Panthers will host in a Marie on Saturday. Steelers and Bengals gear up for Thursday night showdown. Pittsburgh Steelers are set to face the Cincinnati Bengals tonight at 8:15 p.m., promising an exciting matchup for fans of both teams. And that does it for this Thursday edition of WRMK News 12. Thank you for tuning in and watching, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and goodbye.